Once upon a grime in my old neighborhood, where there was not a lot to do. It's the place they call the village with attitude. This is the tale I'm about to recite of Lil Red Hoodie and one very bad night. Now Lil Red Hoodie, no mystery there. Same red hoodie she wore everywhere. Sun beating down or rain full blown, that hood stayed up like a crown she owned. Her mum called her down on this particular day, pressed the box in her hands and had 3 things to say. Take these to your nan, she is laid up in bed. Do not eat any, you hear what I said, and do not cut through the woods. Go the long way around. Lil Red Hoodie said nothing and made not a sound. Took the box, kissed her mum, stepped out into the street and went straight through the woods, because the long way feels like weeks. She knew every route, every branch, every turn. I've been this way 100 times, nothing to learn. But halfway through something made her slow down and stop. A log by the path, wide and flat like a block. She sat herself down, let the quiet come in, then looked at that box with a little grin. One cake, just the one nan would never know. She bit into it slow and let the flavor go. Packed up the rest and got back to her feet. Picked up the flowers growing wild by the side of the path. Nan will love these, she said with a laugh. Then something stepped out from between the dark trees. A little red hoodie froze in the morning cold breeze. It walked like a man, but her face said otherwise. Long jaw, too many teeth, something wrong in her eyes. A wolf standing there, calm as you, like, where are you going? What have you got in that box? Where does your nan live? Too many questions from a wolf that talks, but she answered him straight. Told him nan's little place. The wolf gave a nod and then got out her face. Lil Red Hoodie watched it go back in the black, shook her head, kept on walking and never looked back. She pushed through the gate, knocked 3 times on the wood. Door swung open, she stepped in like she always would. Nan, I got your cakes and I picked you some flowers. The curtains were drawn, she had been there for hours. There in the bed, a shape under the sheet. Lil Red Hoodie moved close on quiet, careful feet. What big eyes you have, nan. All the better to see you with my what big ears you have. All the better to hear you if she stopped. She looked harder, her stomach went cold. Something was wrong with the face in that bed. Something stretched, something hollow, something off with the head. Hang on, you are not my nan, I know that right now. Her teeth are sat in that jar on the shelf. Tell me how. She was gone before the sentence was done. Out of the door and already in a full run. Down the path, through the gate, heart going mad. Straight into the chest of the man that she had seen in the woods. Long coat, calm face, badge in his hand, and a very cold gaze. I think you need to come with me. Now here is where this grime tale turns on its head, and everything you thought you knew misread. That cake she ate in the woods on the log was not just a cake, it was something more strong. Old MacDonald had baked his own remedy, grown on his land, kept it quiet, kept it thin. For nan and her pain that no doctor would treat. Off the books, out the system, nothing on receipt. But the law had been watching old MacDonald's trade, cataloguing every deal and every batch that he made. And the morning Lil Red Hoodie stepped into those trees, nan was already gone, sitting cold on her knees in a room at the station, trying hard to explain why her medicine tin had no prescriptions by name. That wolf on the path was never there at all, just a girl on a cake, seeing shapes in the sprawl. Creatures and faces where the woodland stood bare, doing the one thing her mother said, never go there. The figure in nan's bed, the cottage was empty. No nan, no wolf, just the walls and the shadows of plenty. A hallucination standing still in the grey, while the real nan sat shivering a mile away. And that man in the long coat was no woodsman, no friend undercover. Had
Watched her from beginning to end, from the woods to the cottage to the run down the lane. And now Lil Red Hoodie won't be doing that again. She is sitting in a cell, staring hard at the door, on a cold plastic chair and a cold concrete floor. What she does not know and cannot yet see is her nan is next door, close as can be. 2 cells apart and neither one knows. But you know now, listener, that's just how it goes. I'm back in the village, her mum makes a brew, thinks her daughter is fine, thinks the evening is through. But there is a knock coming, 3 hard ones and more, and the blue light is already outside her front door. Once upon a grind, and that's how it went down, in this quiet little village.